welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. A big welcome back to my beautiful returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you for your friendship. A big special thank you to everyone who reached out and wished me and my family well when we were ill the last couple of days. So thank you guys so much for your support. That's what I love about this channel. That's what I love about this community, is you guys are all here supporting each other, supporting me, and we're all just here to walk each other home. So I'm just so happy to be a part of this community, and I just want to thank you guys for being here and for coming back. So if you have found yourself here for the very first time, this is the greatest community ever. So please join us, pull up a chair, grab yourself a cup of tea, some snacks, and we'll have a little bit of a chat because we're all friends when we gather here together. Today's pick a card reading, we're looking at the connection on your mind right now and where is it headed. So maybe you're just dating this person, maybe you're just really interested, but where is this connection headed? We have 3 piles for you to choose from today. We have pile number 1 here with the date palm and the red jasper. Pile number 2 with the sugar maple card and the clear quartz. And pile number 3 with the juniper card and the tiger's eye. So whichever pile or piles or perhaps crystals are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting for you from Spirit, and my timestamps are going to be listed below as always. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. I also just wanted to start with a little bit of a warning because I've noticed a lot of spammers in my comment section. I never reach out through my comment section to offer readings or to offer spell casting or anything like that, and I'm not affiliated with anyone that does so. The only time I will comment on your channel, or I'm sorry, on your comment, is words of encouragement, or I will reach out to the winner of the free reading through the comments section, but I make it very clear that it's me. You have to contact me through the channel, like through my links below. So just please protect yourself. I don't want to see anybody getting scammed or anybody getting taken advantage of. So I just wanted to leave that out there as well. But I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, today's topic is all about the connection on your mind and where is this connection headed. Pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. You are attracted to the red jasper here, or perhaps to the date palm, and this is your reading. Where is this connection on your mind headed? This date palm is all about grace, and maybe you were attracted to it because maybe you just started dating someone, who knows? But it's all about sort of maintaining grace when our expectations aren't 100% matched. It's about bending as well with the winds of change too. So being very flexible too, and adapting our current situation. So adaptation. So that could be a very strong sort of message coming in with your reading today. So we'll see how that corresponds. Where is this connection on your mind headed? Which deck do I want? I'll use this one today. Where is this connection headed for pile number 1, please? We have the 10 of Cups. You have the 8 of Pentacles. We have here the 10 of Swords. We also have the King of Swords. We also have the 7 of Wands coming out together. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Back of the deck, we do have the 4 of Wands. You know what it feels like? It feels like this is like the beginnings or something. It's like we have a lot of expectation and a lot of hope put into this connection, perhaps. And it's not that Spirit doesn't see that this has potential, because they definitely are showing me potential. The 4 of Wands is definitely, you know, something that can offer us security. It can be a gateway to a lot of celebration, and even it can be a gateway even to commitments. Ultimately, you may have just started sort of seeing this person potentially, and I'm going to clarify this as we go forward. But I feel like there's already emotional investment on your end, and with emotional investment comes certain expectations that we place upon the situation. We have here the death energy. And so Spirit, yeah, they immediately, immediately they're like, we need to sort of, and they understand that at the very beginnings of something, because it feels like for someone watching this is the very beginnings of something, or there's a lot of hope wrapped up in this person. It's like you're already falling for them, or you've already fallen for them. So there's this desire of like, yeah, this is the one for me. This is where I want to be. This is what I want to build with. This is who I want to build with. We have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, it looks like you're invested. The Queen of Cups here is invested for sure. You have the Devil. The Page of Cups. Because it feels like it's like a brand new something. It's a brand new connection, or it's a brand new interest, or it's just coming out of, it's like out of its infancy, and there's so much excitement, and there's so much to explore, and there's so much emotion at the beginning of things that it can become overwhelming. You know, it can really distort our expectations a little bit here. The Hermit. Back of the deck is the Fool. I'm excited about this, though. I will say that. I'm excited about this one, pile one, because as much as Spirit is not, they're not here to dampen your parade. They're not here to rain on it. They're not here to, you know, they're not here to dampen your fantasies, your desires in this connection. But what they do want to do is pull you back down to ground just a little bit. Put your 2 feet on the ground so you're standing steady, and so that you can see everything clearly, because it's like we've already put so much hope and desire into this expectation. And we can't hold our expectations over anybody else in any realm, because it wouldn't be fair, and it's not fair for other people to hold their expectations over us, which they often do, but only we can internalize them, right? So it's not our job to hold expectations over other people, even if we really want it, and we can still want it. It's not about really wanting it, because this is truly, Spirit says that this could be, the Fool's talking about sort of the initiation of this leap, but they want it to be a day-by-day thing. They don't want you to put all of your eggs in that basket, because they say that you could set yourself up for, you know, a rocky time emotionally if this person consistently doesn't jump through your hoops of expectations on the timeline that you may have outlined for yourself. Because I feel like there's a very strong timeline here in place as well. This expectation of like, yes, I've fallen in love. This is how it's going to be. We're going to be married by this age, and we're going to have babies by this point, and everything's going to go hunky-dory. And honestly, if I'm honest with you, I see a lot of security and abundance in you guys growing together in the future of this connection. I see that happening, and that's beautiful. But Spirit wants you to take it day by day. They want you to understand that, and they're almost saying the devil is in the details here, because here's the devil, here's the 7 of Wands, here's the King of Swords, and here's the 10 of Swords. So they want you to kind of, the 10 of Swords is not here to scare you or to throw you off course here in this case. It's here to challenge your perspective, and it's here to say, take away your expectations, because when we expect something of other people, they can never match it perfectly. And so to give grace, and that's what this really talks about, is to be flexible and to give grace to this person, to allow this situation to flow naturally, so that we don't fall. And we're going to naturally, throughout this connection, we're going to be insecure sometimes, but that's what we're trying to gain mastery over, is our fears, our insecurities. And they say that this is a great, great option for you. The 7 of Cups, it's okay to fantasize, but it's just the beginnings. And so they want us to take those careful steps forward. The Hermit steers himself on the course that he wants to be on, but he looks at it from a very practical sense, and he doesn't hold those expectations over other people, and he takes step by step, inch by inch, steps towards his goals. And that's how we build a life with someone. You know, it's really easy to apply pressure to people when we're invested and we don't know if they're 100% invested yet. It's easy to want to apply that pressure so that we gain that clarity, that security. But that's why they showed you the Queen of Pentacles. They understand the investment. They want to tell you that you can rest easy, that there's a lot to be looked forward to in this connection, a lot of security. But they want you to enjoy the process. And if you keep applying so much pressure to yourself, to the situation, you could be riddled with insecurity throughout the process. And that's not what they want for you. They want you to have a good time. That's what we're here. We're here for a good time. So they are encouraging you to leap into it, even if you're afraid. They want you to know that they will be your constant companion here throughout this process. And here's the 3 of Pentacles. There's the Judgment. I'm telling you, this could be it for you, pile one. at least for a while, the Three of Pentacles building up to this Ten of Pentacles, because we're starting a foundation. And they want you to know that it's okay to take your time with those foundations. Some of the biggest and most beautiful buildings ever built took a long time to build. You know, it took a long time to build them. And the longer, the more patience we show in building that foundation, the more weight it can support, the more abundance it can support. And so we really want to take our time. But Spirit says that this has a really good chance of bringing the two of you to a very strong sense of security. And with the Ten of Pentacles comes along with it financial security, but also even family, and almost building up generational wealth together. So this is it's a beautiful connection that could be headed in a very strong place. But they do want you to enjoy the process. So they want you to kind of be more flexible with your expectations. That's what the crux is. Be more flexible with your expectations here. Where is this connection headed? Pile number 1, please. Really good vibes here, though. We're struggling right this moment with insecurity because maybe we're not getting the enlightenment from this person that we hope for. But success. You can see it's a number 34, which is a 7. And that's okay because it's the challenges here. We see the challenges. We understand with the 7 of Wands that the ego has a firm hold on our insecurity in this case. But when we overcome that, just by plotting carefully, and we're going to experience the insecurity. That's the other thing. We're going to experience that, and that's okay too. That's okay too. It's our persistent, continual reaction to the insecurity that makes a difference. And success here. The secret spring of success. Back of the deck says, storm, spirit, chaos. It reminds me of kind of the Tower energy. It was reversed. It also talks about epiphanies coming in as well to sort of alleviate some of the pressure that we may be feeling or maybe even placing on this connection. I'm going to pull you one of these. This is a new deck for me, so I don't know it by heart yet, but we'll see what comes out. Where is this connection headed? Advice for this connection, please. We have here persistence. Persistence, and back of the deck is passion. I feel like this is a really exciting connection for you, and you're really passionate about it, and you're really invested. As I said, there's already investment here. And so we have to understand that it's going to take effort with the 8 of Pentacles. It's going to take consistent, persistent effort to create a successful relationship like this. And within this relationship is going to be challenges like every relationship holds, but it's going to be our continued persistence and the passion that you have towards each other, because I feel like it's very mutual, even though you're maybe you're not feeling as secure as you want to feel in the connection. It's a very mutual feeling I'm getting. It's the persistence that we show, because we're all going to reach storms in our lives. We're all going to face the storms, but it's how we weather them that really makes a big difference. The future of this connection for pile number 1. We have here prayer. Making lemonades out of lemons. And we also have complacency reversed. Back of the deck is perfection. And you may be the type of person that really, especially with that Queen of Pentacles that showed itself, you could be a Virgo energy with the Hermit. You may be the type of person that kind of plans things out for yourself. It's like that's where you feel safest, is if things are really lined up for us and things are safe. And when things are out of realm of our control, it can make us feel really insecure. But that's why Spirit's like, the unexpected is a part of the game here. Change is the only thing that we can depend upon. So we have to learn how to go with the flow. We have to learn how to make the best out of our fear and out of our uncertainty here. And we need to take bold steps, and we need to take risks. And the universe will reward that boldness for you. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 1. Future of this connection in the bowl. Can you tell me about the future of this connection in the bowl? Ace of Swords, Page of Cups reversed, 8 of Swords. So the Ace of Swords, the Page of Cups reversed, when the Page of Cups is reversed, it really does indicate that someone's not 100% ready. It's like there's a emotional interference that's affecting our expectations in this connection. And so we need to kind of master that too, because some of the reasons why we have so many expectations could be because we really want to iron down our placement here so we don't experience that pain of rejection or loss that we experienced in the past. And that's very normal. That's a very normal experience to have. It's very relatable. A lot of people have experienced too, so you're not alone in that. But this little prison, this emotional prison, it doesn't serve us. Right? It just keeps us there. It keeps us feeling scared. It keeps us feeling insecure. And instead, we're trying to transcend that. We're trying to transmute all of our fear into something productive. And in this way, Spirit says, and again, the Divine Feminine wants security. She wants security. And so it's natural for you to want to seek that security as quickly as possible. But that's what Spirit wants you to feel. They want you to feel whole and secure in yourself right this moment. Because when we feel that, nothing can shake us. And there's really good potential in this connection. We have the butterfly of transformation, which is about transitioning. We have the stepping stones of the Hierophant too. I'm telling you, you could commit to this person. I haven't gotten that charm in a really long time either. We have here the gecko. I think of the divine masculine. I think of Sagittarius energy actually too. And I think about protection. So this connection is sort of divinely guided. We even have the yin yang. We have here the pink mermaid. It's like a temptation. And sometimes there's perhaps a temptation to feel insecure too. But we have the healing energy here. And it's red with these starfish. So it's a color of empowerment to help empower us. And that's what we need to heal. And that's what this connection can help us do. It provides us an opportunity. It's not that this person's the key. You are the key. But it provides an opportunity and challenges to be able to exercise that right, truly. We have here the potential with the two little cherries. And I think about a lot of sexual energy and a lot of charisma, and a lot of passion between the two of you. And we have the little group of grapes. So friendship and someone that really makes you feel kind of intoxicated sometimes. All right, pile one, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates. If it did, I would love to hear your story below, and I would love for you to subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. It really helps me to bring you guys more content, and I would love to have you as a part of my soul family here. You can also check me out on Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to. The link is below. And if you do subscribe, please be sure to drop me that comment, even a couple of hearts. It doesn't matter what you comment. Whenever someone is subscribed and comment under any of my videos, I automatically enter them in for a chance to win a free video reading with me that I draw once a month. So congratulations to this month's winner. And if you have dropped a comment, be sure to hit your notification bell, because that's the only way that I can notify you. That's how you get your notification that I've responded back to you. So be sure to hit your notification bell. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, group number 2. You were drawn to the clear quartz, or perhaps to the sugar maple card, and this is your reading. Where is your connection headed? What is the future of the connection? So the sugar maple card encourages us to be versatile. It's talking about perhaps you're feeling a little bit stuck in your connection and you don't know where it's headed because it's like uncertain, or you're confused by what's going on. It encourages us to learn to embrace change, even if you don't know where it's going to lead. So let's see, where is this connection headed? So there's confusion for you about where this connection is headed at this time. So let's take a look and see. Where is the connection headed? Whoop! Almost lost the whole pile. Where is this connection headed for pile number 2? Where is this connection headed for pile number 2? We have the Fool. Death energy with the Page of Cups coming out together. The Devil. Seven of Pentacles. Oh, we've got some things on the floor that are very interesting. Let's see. We have the Five of Swords, we have the Page of Wands, and we do have the Hierophant reversed. So these are really, I feel like I'm going to place them with the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Judgment on back of deck. Where is this connection headed? Five of Pentacles. So it feels like there's an entanglement here for you, pile 2. It almost feels like there's some restrictions that go beyond the ego realm. Of course, they could be within the ego realm, but there seems to be some really practical problems or obstacles in this connection. The Knight of Cups. The Three of Pentacles. The Two of Swords. The Hermit. And the Ace of Swords. Back of the deck we have the Four of Cups, and we have the Nine of Cups as well. So this feels like a really strong temptation is what it feels like. It feels like there are some complications, and they may include other people. So take that as it resonates to your situation. I am dealing with collective energy, but there's a really strong hesitation. The Two of Swords is even talking about the passive nature and an indecision about what to do about it as well. And as we move into the future, we do see uncertainty because of these restrictions. The back of the deck is the Four of Cups with the Nine of Cups. So this is something that we are emotionally invested in. We feel really drawn to this situation, and the entanglement could be on either end here, if I'm honest. It may even be both sides, but there's definitely one of the parties here that isn't free to express themselves or isn't free to create the change that they really want to, because it's like the truth would hurt too much, and they're worried about the truth. Maybe you're worried about the truth, but somebody's worried about the truth sort of weighing down on their physical position. And so as we move through the spread, we know we have this death energy with the Page of Cups. There's definitely a longing here, a definite longing here to be together, to grow a foundation. But as you can see in this Page of Cups, there's two people underneath the light of that moon that I feel like are a consideration in the note that this page is trying to write. It's like a candle is lit, but it's like they've rewritten a plan over and over again because they can't figure out the practical steps to get there without creating havoc on a foundation. And there's indecision here too. There's hesitation emotionally to take leaps and risks, and that's what's going to be required to create the rebirth that we're looking for in the connection on your mind for you, pile 2. And when we're dealing with tarot, you know, we often say that it is a very fluid energy and the future doesn't exist yet. So when we give projected outcomes, it's based on the energies that are fueling now. It's like a flower bed. The present is like a flower bed, and what we're planting will bloom into tomorrow, depending on how much care we take after we've tended the soil, and, you know, it will bloom into something. So joy begets joy, and negative energy begets negative energy. And because we're dealing right in the center here with the devil, with the Two of Swords, there's a lot of restriction, there's a lot of uncertainty. There's also a lot of attraction though, right? So we're dealing with some lower level vibrational energies that are fueling into this expectation of it's too difficult, it's hard, the path is desired, and whoever is sort of stuck in confinement, quote unquote, there's pressure applied to that person to create change. Like it's not one-sided here. Not one person is getting away scot-free in this situation. But the Hermit, and you can see in this case, the Hermit's light is out. And again, there's two people in the background of this card, indicating that there could be more. It's like too many cooks in the kitchen at this time. And because of that situation, it's just going to cause conflicts if we pursue at this moment. And so the harsh truth is that there are certain steps that need to be taken in order to execute change. And with the current energies fueling into this situation, Spirit sees it ending in or heading into a disappointing outcome. With the Five of Pentacles, it's like feeling left out, feeling rejected sometimes, an emotional destitution, or perhaps even a separation. I'm going to grab a different deck here to clarify that Five of Pentacles. Like some sort of separation. And you can even see in the Ace of Swords, it's because somebody feels tied up. It's like somebody doesn't feel like they can give you what you're looking for or what your expectations are in this connection. Three of Wands. Back of the deck is the Tower reversed, though. It's not that expansion isn't wanted, but as I was staring at the Five of Pentacles, I just saw these two pillars, and the pillars in tarot are a very strong theme in the traditional Rider-Waite. Even with the Four of Cups, pillars, you can see it's like gateways, and there's always fear of the unknown beyond the pillars, and that's what usually makes us hesitate, but what leads also to our disappointing results. It's not that change and expansion isn't desired or possible, it's that there's something holding us back from it. It's like we still have our hands full with something different, or they still have their hands full with something different, and everyone's trying to avoid disaster. And what they would call disaster, but which isn't truly, and it could be in accordance with their position, which is truly allowing the epiphany through, allowing the truth to come out about our feelings, about our intentions, about our desires. And the truth of the Tower is that, yes, it is scary because change is scary, but ultimately the dust settles and we're left with clarity. We're left with a clear foundation to build upon. But oftentimes we will avoid this tower falling at all costs because it seems to speak volumes about other people's expectations about us. It speaks volumes about their opinions of us. And that seems to hold us in place in a state of fear. But Spirit says that the current energies are fueling us to a bit of a disappointing expectation here. But that's the purpose of tarot. You know, it's a reflection tool so that we can reflect upon what's holding us back, because we can't control another person, but we control our own inner alchemy, and we can reflect upon that and then resolve to change or heal anything that's unbalanced. You know, we can have an effect on our future expectations or our future outcomes. We can't control another person's, but we can control how we react to that outcome. We have here prosperity is reversed here. And you know, it's interesting because the sugar maple, you know, I'm a Canadian, so we have maple trees here, and we are famous for our maple syrup. And sweet results await us when we're patient enough to kind of take the steps we're guided to take to harvest and collect this syrup. But that's what's being called for here. Leaps of action, risks, towards a temptation, severances, big practical steps, big steps with the Hermit. And it's like the Hermit doesn't know what to do at this point, because normally he has his lantern lit, he's ready. At this point, he's ready for reflection first, so he can decide what steps he's being guided to take. And that's how we expand, is we decide which steps we're being guided to take and we act upon them. It doesn't mean that we reflect and then the fear is gone. The fear is still there. It means we override it. In order to create growth. If that's what we're looking for, we override it in order to create the growth, because growth is not, it's not impossible here, but it's not being projected because of current steps that have not been taken. Where's this connection headed? We have here, I want to be a queen, stating your sovereignty, declaring freedom, and passing a test. And that's truly what happens when we want to ascend into a new position, right? We have to pass a test, and sometimes passing that test means we have to declare freedom from something that is holding us back, something that is maintaining the passive energy or helping to maintain the passive energy inside of us. And you can see Alice is holding onto the Cheshire Cat, which means that we are having a difficult time choosing direction, because oftentimes in that story he'll say we have to go this way, and that's very confusing. Back of the deck says manage to be glad. 43, create your own happiness regardless of the conditions. And that sort of speaks to the underlying message of the sugar maple as well. As we said, you know, it is all about versatility. and embracing change. And that's what the Fool does. He's not unafraid. He just leaps anyway. He embraces change because the change is what we're scared of here, or what your person is perhaps scared of here. But we can master that. We can master our challenges. 43 is a 7, which is sort of a challenging number for me in tarot, which speaks to sort of the determination that we need in order to create our happiness regardless of conditions. Where is this connection headed? Please, advice for pile number 2. We have soulmate energy. And back of the deck is dissipating. It's like things in stagnation, which is what Spirit is projecting, could happen in the future of this connection because of steps that haven't been taken or may not be taken. And I feel like this could be in separation at this time potentially, or in the very case, it could be an emotional separation because they're on your mind a lot and vice versa. And so when we think of soulmate connections, we often think of, you know, us coming into this realm to find that one person. And once we find them, everything falls into place. But it's kind of the actual opposite when it comes to the spiritual realm. Oftentimes these connections, they challenge us the most. They challenge us to leap. They challenge us to take risks. They challenge us to be more flexible in our understanding as well. They challenge us to bring ourselves and put the work in to pull ourselves out of these complacent type of energies as well. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 2. A charm bowl, please. Pile number 2, advice for pile 2 in the bowl. I just saw the 5 of Swords falling out, but we're going to reshuffle him. 9 of Wands. The Sun reversed, and we have the Lovers reversed. So the Lovers reverse can indicate that we're having a difficult time choosing, or we feel like we've chosen poorly in our connections as well, or that we're not also seeing things clearly because the Sun is also reversed. So we're not seeing things 100% clearly because of fear perhaps, or because of frustration as well. This is also an indicator too that someone's watching and they don't appreciate the message that they just heard. It's like we had an expectation of what we were going to hear and we heard what we didn't want to hear. And Spirit does sometimes give us information that we don't want, but that we sometimes need to hear to kind of light a fire under some of the actions that we're being guided to take. Ultimately, they're here for your highest good. They never want to hurt you in any type of way. This Sun reverse, though, is indicating a delay in our gratification, a delay in what we want to see. And that's because we need to, instead of feeling frustrated and holding on, it's like somebody needs to apply force and create change through their actions, because it's like whatever actions we're applying to this connection right now, it's not equating enough change. And so to keep applying that same amount of force in the same way, it's just, it doesn't work, right? It doesn't create a difference. And so we need to shake things up a bit and apply a different force and take new leaps and new risks in order to create change. But we do see a definitely delay in that gratification until that happens. Oh, we've got a Cheshire Cat in the bowl, and I choose strength, which is interesting because the 9 of Wands is a strength card. There's the Apple of Temptation. We have the Marijuana Leaf too, that Cheshire Cat. So somebody with like a great enigmatic smile, like someone with a really charismatic smile. We have the Power Balance rune here. We do have the Seahorse going with the flow and surrender. We have the little Sheltie dog. We have a guitar, which could be a significant music, could be a significant way that you connect with this person. We also have the shell of the High Priestess because of the curled nature of the end. It holds secrets. You can't see what's inside, and you can't really tell what the High Priestess is hiding either. She sits on that information. This one has a hole in it, though. It's like it's like sometimes we just have to express what we're holding inside to create a little bit of change. Sometimes that's all it takes, is being able to be honest, even when it sometimes could sting a little bit. That's sometimes the caveat that we just need to get things going. All right, pile 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. If it did, I would love for you to comment below and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you do comment below, I would love to enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. So be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can notify you if you're chosen the winner. You can also check me out on Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to, and that link is below. But I do hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello everybody. In pile number 3, you were drawn to the Tiger's Eye or to the Juniper card, and this is your reading. Where is this connection headed? The one on your mind, where is it going? The Juniper card is talking about a psychic connection. It's talking about really being intuitive. So you may find yourself being a really intuitive person. Maybe you're very empathic. You could be someone who actually works with tarot perhaps as well. But you may have a very sort of psychic connection with this person and you feel really drawn to them for some inexplicable reason. So you're wondering if that's sort of sparking some sort of truth about where this could be headed, because you can see it looks almost like a pathway and there's little stepping stones and all this star energy. So it's invoking a lot of sort of even past life memories. So we'll see if the Six of Cups comes out for you with this configuration. So where is this connection headed for pile number 3, please? Where is pile number 3's connection headed? We have the 8 of Cups. We have the 6 of Wands. We have the Page of Wands. We have the High Priestess. So you're definitely an intuitive person. You're definitely, you could even be like clairvoyant or clairaudient or something. Sorry, I have an explosion. But we also have here the Sun. So let's get this back in line, all of these cards that are exploding. We also have the Sun. Let's clarify this reading. Clarifying the 8 of Cups, please. Where is this connection headed? And we'll get into your, as soon as I get my clarifying cards down, I will start getting into your message. The 8 of Pentacles. I really like the energy here for you, pile 3, to be honest. Right in the center already, your Page of Wands is indicating that this is a sort of a new pathway for you. But you can see that her head is made of the moon and the sun, sort of. It's like the half crescent moon. And it's talking about the uncertainty, but how you're sort of trusting, you're being drawn by your intuition, perhaps. You're being drawn by your truth, the truth inside of you, to pursue this. And that's what's empowering you towards change here. Because I almost feel like this person makes you step outside of comfort zones a little bit. Knight of Wands reversed. Like they're not your typical person. They're not, or the typical person that you would be maybe attracted to. Because it's like this person is way more impulsive and way more chaotic and maybe more exciting than you've ever experienced before. And I feel like what you've left behind in past relationships has been very, I don't want to say boring, but more stable, I guess, but boring. It's like it's more comfortable, perhaps. You know, we can become comfortable in anything, but it's more humdrum. This is something that seems more exciting and more out of the realm of your control a little bit, but you also feel drawn to this person. We have the 3 of Swords. I do feel like you may have recently left behind something big, some sort of big relationship, because we started with the 8 of Cups. So you've left behind something emotionally unfulfilling. And you may be sort of stepping into your power, into your truth in this next stage of life, where you're leaving a lot of things behind. Knight of Swords. And we have the 5 of Swords coming out. We have the Wheel of Fortune with the 7 of Swords. And there's the Judgment. So it feels like this is like a sudden turn of events. I don't feel like you even expected to kind of go into a relationship right now or to be interested in anybody right now, because it feels like you were focused on other things, maybe growth, maybe healing, perhaps, because I do feel like there's a sense of moving forward from something stable, something that we maybe invested a lot of time into. And, you know, your focus, your goals in life might be to find that stability again, but it's like this person comes in and throws you for a loop. And as much as I feel like their influence it's almost like a double-edged sword, because as much as it's sort of fed your confidence a little bit, it also wears on your confidence a little bit too. It's not this person wearing on your confidence, it's your own thoughts, because there's a lot in your past that you're still healing from. There's a lot in your past that I feel like that still has some of your emotional attention. And this situation has the potential to clear all that away. Has the potential to clear it all away. There's the Judgment. Because the Seven of Swords encourages us to trust in that pull. You can feel an internal pull towards this person, and the Seven of Swords encourages us to honor that call from your higher self. We started this whole process with the Juniper, which talks about your intuition being on point and how you can trust that intuition. We're all born with it. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the more that you build a rapport with your guides, the more you're able to build those connections, and you can trust your thoughts and your guidance that's coming in, because they're trying to serve you away from the pain that you've experienced. And they say the best way to get over something you've been through, and I don't want to be coarse, but to get involved with somebody else. And the future of this connection, Spirit says it allows you the ability to move past the arguments, the conflicts, the internal conflicts of the mind that you've experienced in the past as well. And we have so much clarity and new beginnings. New beginnings. There's the Chariot. And what I love about the Judgment and the Chariot here too is that it's not just telling you that you're going to have new beginnings, but it's also saying to you that you're going to make this choice to leave the past behind you in favor of something better, in favor of something brighter, in favor of something more. And there's the Six of Cups. As I said, I was curious if we're going to see the Six of Cups, and there it is, the Six of Cups, indicating, of course, you recognize this person because you may have spent many lifetimes with them in some sort of configuration. Not all of our past lives with these Six of Cups energies are always romantic, and that's okay too. Because ultimately on the other side, there is no romance per se. It's all about love. It's one love, it's just one love. But there's definitely soulmate energy here. And so they are really asking you if you're hesitant, if you're feeling hesitant about entering into this, or even if you're like, because I feel like there's almost energy of like, do I want to, I'm not ready for this. It feels like a lot of work. It feels like a lot of work to enter into this unknown. Spirit says it's worth it. It's worth it here. It's worth it because you're going to evolve. It's worth it because it's destined for you. And you guys worked collaboratively to sort of create this moment, this opportunity to help you move forward from these past emotional situations that were not serving you anymore. So this is a really positive energy that I feel. Where is this connection headed, please? Pile number 3. The Knight of Swords charges in sometimes without the forethought of what's going to happen next. And I feel like you're anticipating, almost because of what you've been through, it's like you're anticipating bad things coming in. But that's what Spirit's trying to direct you away from. And you can see that this rider is actually a rabbit, which makes me think of the Page of Wands, which is encouraging that leap, that adventure, that exploration of something new, something unexpected that you didn't think was perhaps designed for you, but you still feel that pull. You still feel a connection to them. And every time we honor those calls, we are sending. Every time we honor the truth of ourselves, it's a beautiful moment for your guides. It's a beautiful moment for Spirit, because it's like an aha moment for them. They're like, oh, see, they get it. They get it. They see that they're on the right track. We have here Imagine, number 20. It's about a doorway. It's a relationship. If you've entered into, that's just the beginnings, and you've entered into this relationship, Spirit says this is a good one to pursue. And it's an impasse. It's the fork in the road for you. And number 13 too, the Death energy. And there was a card here that I was looking at that had, where was it? Right here in the Judgment energy. You can see the RIP here, the little, it's all about rebirths though. It's not about a physical death. It's about you being reborn into the newest version of yourself, because yesterday's version's gone forever. Today's version's the only one that we care about. And this is about triumph. If you can see, it's like a banner of celebration. This is an impasse. Of course, it's your decision, your guides say, but they say that this is a good path for you. This is a good path, and they truly are behind the message that you're feeling, the internal inclination. It's your higher self that's really ministering to you at this time. And we have Round and Round, back of deck. You definitely have spent many configurations with this person before. You can see it looks like a 9. 9s are very powerful numbers in tarot and numerology. And it's asking us to apply force, to apply strength to the situation. sorry, I was just looking at, I have to touch the cards. I'm always touching them. I know it's probably annoying. But you spent many lifetimes with this person. This is not your first rodeo with them. And that's why you feel so intently towards them. We have here power, number 11, because this is an opportunity. It's like a gateway. And the justice energy reminds us that, you know, it's all about cause and effect. What we reap is what we're going to, or what we sow, we're going to reap. And we have our insecurity, our devil, truly not really our devil, but our dragon here, representing the ego, that can sometimes fuel insecurity into us. It will remind us, it'll whisper in our ears and remind us of the past pain. It'll remind us of our expectations back then. It'll remind us and pull us back to that point. And so it's our ego, it's our higher self's job, and it's our job to battle that and to ignore it. If we can't battle it, to ignore it. Because Spirit says this is a great gateway. This is a great gateway to enlightenment. You can see the big, beautiful sun in the middle. And it's something that will only make you feel more powerful, ultimately. Back of the deck says joy. Don't be afraid to start small, number 22. And we're in 2022. So this is a good path for you. A very, very good path. Where is this connection headed? We have soulmate. Soulmate energy. That's why you feel so connected to them. We have this isolation card too. It's like this suit. It's like we're all dressed up with nowhere to go, inflating the ego a little bit. It's a certain amount of isolation. It's like I wasn't quite ready for movement. And even perhaps expectations and positions and other people's opinions are really weighing down on you too about taking this new course as well. If other people have time to judge you, it means that they are deflecting from their own internal reflections. And so it's not your circus, not your monkeys. You don't have to worry about their opinions. You just have to worry about yourself. I want to just clarify here for a moment the sun energy. Where is this connection headed, please? Four of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. You may have sort of recently or be in the process of removing yourself from a karmic situation. So take that as it resonates. But also this Six of Pentacles is talking about the giving and receiving of energy and what this connection can give you and can offer you and what you can offer it as well. But the Four of Wands, I love it because it's a gateway to success. It's a gateway to clarity. It's a gateway to happiness. This Four of Wands can also result in marriages as well if you are in line with that, if you want that. It can end in commitments as well. So, but it's a gateway to celebration. And it's a very loved card in tarot. It's a very wanted card when we see future outcomes. And that's what's possible here for the two of you. So this is where this connection could definitely be headed for you. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 3. Dice for pile number 3 in the bowl. Hanged Man. And it's reversed. We have the Five of Swords reversed, and we have the High Priestess again, because we cannot deny her right now, or her or him. We have to honor the messages coming in, because they came out of the gate saying, we've been talking to you and you've been listening. You've heard me. You've heard our calls. And when we're staying in our certain comfort zones, Spirit says we're not serving any purpose. This Hanged Man is reversed. He can walk away from whatever's holding him back whenever he chooses to. Sometimes when he's in reverse, somebody can really feel kind of like a traitor, or they can feel like they're hurting other people by moving forward. But Spirit wants you to understand that if you are removing yourself from a situation that is safe, quote unquote, but no longer emotionally serving, that it's okay to move forward. It's okay to give yourself that grace. It's okay to honor where you've been with love, and then move forward with love in your heart too. And the Five of Swords is reversed even. So all of your expectations perhaps of how that's going to come about, or how your healing is going to come about, or the conflicts, how are they going to be resolved, because it's like so uncertain. Spirit wants you to know that peace can come after speaking our truth. that there can be peace that comes in when we trust in the directions from our higher self. This could also be reversed for the person on your mind as well, of course. But this connection on your mind can definitely, again, if you're leaving behind something else, this connection that you want to head towards has the capacity to give you a lot of happiness. We have the letter F, and we have very special. We have P. We have surrender, going with the flow, and we also have, they're both dark in the bowl. So we have the black seahorse, and we have the black mermaid as well. And these are all about release and surrendering. So you may be, again, we started with the 8 of Cups, so you may be releasing something to head to something else. We have here the butterfly. I don't know why I forgot that word. And we have the 2 of Pentacles. The butterfly is an internal transformation and a metamorphosis that will happen, and that is happening inside of you right this moment, to help execute change. We have the white pants. I think about nursing scrubs and that type of, I also think about the sisterhood of traveling pants. So I don't know why, but take that as it resonates. We have the 2 of Pentacles in the bowl too, with the 2 of Diamonds on the card. And this is you holding space for multiple options potentially, but acknowledging that you need to make a decision eventually. And also juggling a lot of responsibilities too. All right, pile 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. If it did, I would love to hear your story below, and I would love for you to subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. If you do subscribe, please be sure to drop that comment and hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me that I draw monthly. And the notification bell system is crucial so that I can actually contact you if you're chosen the winner. You can also check me out on Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to. The link is below. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a beautiful day.